Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in Study Secret tip number 31. This is study consistently, and Islam teaches us this very important principle of sabr with constancy, right? You must be consistent. Don't study up and down. Don't study for a few days and you give up for a few days and you study for a few days and you give up for a couple of weeks. Don't do that. You must do regularly, on a regular basis. Study consistent. Your graph must be like this. Study consistently. Don't let your graph be study and then you don't study. And then you wait and you study and then you don't study. And then you wait and you don't let your graph go up and down like this, right? So I don't know if you can see that red laser, but if you can't see that, so you remember your graph, make it go like this. You must study consistently. Don't be like this. I study one day and then I don't study a couple of days. Then I study one day and then I don't stick up. That's inconsistent. Rather be regular all the time. Consistency, patient consistency is very important, right? Rest intentionally, deliberately have a break, and trust your preparation. If you studied, then trust yourself. Say, look, I've studied. This is the best that I can do. The worst thing you can do, don't panic on the day of the exams, right? So remember, you are capable, you are strong, and you are smarter than you think. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress, right? You can't get 100%. You can't get 99%. There are some students who will get it. But your job is to aim for progress. And we as South Africans, especially for those in our provincial schools, please, man, sir, don't aim for perfection. If you can get it well and done, but make sure you don't fail. If you haven't failed, that is progress for us, right? Exercise regularly, take regular breaks, and remember nutrition is important, right? So in summary, today's tip, study consistently. If you're consistent in what you are doing, you will get there. For example, if you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, the world heavyweight bodybuilding champion, and we study his autobiography, when he was a youngster, 18 years old or 16 years old, bodybuilding at the beach in, I think it was in Austria, the Austrian oak, as he was known as famously, right? So he used to bodybuild, weightlift training consistently. To win Mr. Olympia or Mr. Universe, you can't do bodybuilding in 1 or 2 weeks beforehand. You will never win that competition. To win the Mr. Olympia or Mr. Universe, you got to pick up weights throughout the year. And then close to the competition, you then intensify your bodybuilding, right? And then you get more ripped muscles because then you are focused. In the same way with your studying. Your exams, you start off from January. Don't start your exams end of the year or a month before the exams. Then you are a hopeless. Well, I mustn't use the word hopeless. All I'm just saying is then you're wasting your time. If you are part of a school or if you're part of a university, remember your parents and your grandparents want you to succeed. Many parents are working very, very hard because they want their children to be professional people in life. They want them to open up businesses and they want them to have financial independence. So the parents are always concerned about their children. So don't disappoint your parents because your parents will be so happy. Your grandparents will be so happy when they see you one day wearing this graduation cap on your head. Because then they will say, look, the other children have done it and my daughter or my granddaughter, this is her graduation ceremony. That's my son or that's my grandson. That's his graduation ceremony. We are all happy. We are all going to the graduation ceremony because they want the best for you. So don't disappoint them. Rather give up your time wasting activities and focus on what you want to do and reward your parents who are working so hard to put you through schooling or put you through varsity. Don't disappoint them because they are sacrificing so much for you to try and give you an education. So use the wealth that they are using, use it to fill your brain with a profession or a skill. So one day you will be so wealthy that one day when your parents need your help, you will have so much money that you can help them out with a smile. Or for your grandparents, or for the community. You must become an instrument of good. You must make a niyat or an intention that, Ya Allah, guide me to abundant success in the career or in the business that I am doing, Ya Allah, and guide me so that I must be an instrument of good, that I can share my wealth with others who are in need. And one day I can even send other people for bursaries, and I can help them study and pass their exams. Because at the end of the day, we want to make South Africa a better place for all its citizens. And the only way that we can do that, we as a society, we as a nation of South Africans, we must become an educated nation. We must put education and knowledge as priority number one in our lives. Whether you are in a city or in a village or in a rural area in the mountains, it does not matter. We need to get students of outstanding distinction who can take the place in the world. And my prayer and dua is that I want to see from our children and our grandchildren and from the people of this country, we need to have Nobel Prize winners. We need to have students who can solve the problems of the world, whether it is climate change or astronomy, sending rockets to outer space, or in science or in medicine. I want our students in South Africa specifically to find the cure for cancer. I want South Africans to find the cure for diabetes, and to find the cure for hypertension, and to find the cure for all types of heart problems. And we can do it as long as we are focused on developing this amazing brain, which is a gift from the Creator. So we need to use our brain to see in what way can I be an instrument of goodness to my fellow South Africans and to the people on the African continent and globally in the world. For example, Marie Curie, from Poland, originally from Polish birth, but then she ended up studying in France, because in those days women were not allowed to study at varsity, and she was then a Nobel Prize winner together with her husband. But then she also succumbed to the radium. But because of her efforts, today the people all over the world are getting benefits from the x-rays. Whenever you go to casualty, first thing you say is x-ray. I need to go for an x-ray. And it is this lady, Marie Curie, was so instrumental in developing the x-ray and the x-ray films. So then when there was the French, I think it was the French-British War, or the French-Spanish War, she actually took mobile x-rays to the war field. So she was an amazing human being. And although she's died now hundreds of years, people all over the world are benefiting. So fellow South Africans, please answer. We want people from South Africa to be the next Bill Gates, to be the next Steve Jobs, and to be the next Marie Curie. And let's find inventions, and let's find things for humanity where all of us can benefit from the efforts that we are doing by developing this amazing gift that God has given us, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, this amazing human brain. I wish you all the success for your exams. Stay mentally focused, stay mentally strong. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.